Okay guys, welcome back. So, wow, look at the shine on my face there. So I thought I'd create a bit of a video on a sort of challenge slash diet change I'm doing. So I'm trying one meal a day for the next 7 days. And the reason for that is just timing wise, health wise, and just to see if it changes anything. So I've noticed previously, I was having a bit of a reflection on my diet and my eating habits. And I've noticed after I eat food, I feel really sluggish and slow. And in the mornings, I'm not always that hungry. I'm sort of forcing breakfast down me. And the more I've seen sort of like YouTube videos, it's good to do some sort of intermittent fasting. So the first hour of your day or 2 hours, you shouldn't eat. I think it's sort of been proven that it can, for some people, work beneficial, not for all. I'm not a health expert, so don't come back to me on that. However, I thought I'd change it up and try one meal a day. So one big meal in the evening, hit all or very close to all my calories needed in one day. And I think that by doing just one meal a day, I'll have more time to make it a nice, clean, healthy meal. So this is a challenge. I'm gonna see how I feel after 7 days of doing this. So I'm gonna show you what I've got for day one for my first meal of the day, my evening meal. So I made all of this from scratch. We've got some chicken thighs, potatoes, carrots, salad. We've got a bowl of 3 scrambled eggs and cheese. We've also got an apple and plum with a glass of water. And after I've finished all of this, I will also have a bowl of nuts as well. So yeah, this is my first day's meal, guys. This is pretty much all I'm eating during the day. I have had a banana just before this as well, so that's not included in this video. I've had a banana and a slice of sourdough bread just before showing you this. But this is the main bulk of my meal today. Okay guys, we are on the second day of one meal a day slash eating once a day. And today I actually felt a bit hungrier than the first day. I don't know if it's because my body's sort of getting used to this new routine. On the first day I did it, I sort of just managed to power through. And I didn't actually feel hungry even by the end of the day when I came around to my meal. But today around sort of 2-3 o'clock, I really start to feel the hunger. So obviously I've been drinking plenty of water and stuff like that during the day, but I've not eaten anything. And I think because my body must be getting used to it, I really sort of felt it today. Now I hope it's not too long like this. I sort of expect tomorrow to be like this as well, because I know whenever you do something new, your body takes a bit of time to get used to it. However, I did sort of didn't struggle with it, I'd say, but I sort of noticed being hungry more than I do normally. But in a way it's good, because I'm sure, like a lot of you guys, you don't actually notice yourself being hungry because you're so regimented with when you eat 3 days a week, three days during the day, 3 times during the day, sorry. You don't really get a chance to feel that hunger as much. Personally, you just sort of eat because you're just like, right, okay, breakfast, now it's 12 o'clock, let's have lunch. Now it's, 6-7 o'clock, let's have dinner. So today I actually felt sort of the need for food a little bit, if that makes sense. So yeah, it was an interesting feeling. So I'll show you guys what I'm eating today. It's very similar to yesterday because I sort of try and make meals for 2-3 days in a row. So this is what we've got. So we've got the chicken thighs, salad, potatoes, carrots here, glass of water. Got 2 slices of sourdough bread with cheese. Got 3 scrambled eggs. And this is the second round of food. So I've got some cashew nuts, a natural Greek yogurt. I decided to go for the full fat natural one instead of the reduced fat one. I've got an apple, a plum, a banana, second glass of water. So that's the full meal, guys, alongside the chicken wings I had and the eggs I had earlier with the sourdough and cheese. Okay guys, we are on day number 3. And God, I've been feeling hungry today. So I had pretty much a full day of work. The job that I'm currently doing as well, I'm on my feet a lot, so I'm walking around all day. And I think I predicted yesterday that I would feel the hunger a little bit. It hasn't been huge, but I've definitely been sort of getting grumbles throughout the day. And it's sort of my stomach telling me, okay, I'm hungry, which I haven't really got so much of on the past 2 days, but I'm hoping I sort of hit a bit of a peak, and then I'm going to be able to manage the hunger levels a little bit better. And actually what I've realized already is now that I am actually hungry, when it does come to dinner time, my senses are a bit heightened. So when I look at food, I can just feel more hungry. I just sort of like appreciate food. You know, even like the smells of food, I'm like, oh, that smells good. And when I taste it, it just tastes so good. And I think that's because I've sort of restricted my food slightly in terms of when I eat. So I got to tell you guys, I haven't restricted my calories. My calories are exactly the same. So I'm eating the same amount as I would normally, but I'm just eating in one sitting rather than in 3 separate sittings or more throughout the day. So this is what I've got for today, guys. I'll show you. I've got chicken kebabs with potato, carrots, scrambled eggs with onions, 3 blocks of cheese, a glass of water. Okay, good afternoon, guys. So this is day 4 of OMAD, or eating 1 meal a day. And today is the first day where I am only doing 1 meal a day at the weekend. So all the other days have been during the week where I've been working. And then today is Saturday, so I'm doing 1 meal a day on Saturday. And my initial thoughts are that I am definitely sort of noticing the hunger more than I would on a work day. And I think that's pretty obvious, the reason why. Normally on a work day, I'm moving, I'm doing lots of things during the day, I'm working, speaking to people, there's lots of distractions. However, today on a Saturday, my mornings are a little bit more chill, have a bit more time to myself. And whilst I'm doing those things, such as, you know, creating the YouTube videos or going for a workout or stretching, doing physio, not making breakfast, but making tea, all those things, I'm definitely noticing the hunger a little bit more. So I thought, you know what, let's go and try and do a bit of a run and a bit of some exercise whilst I'm still in this fasted state. So outside currently it's a beautiful day. So I thought, let's go and take a run, see how I feel afterwards, and you guys can come and join me. Okay guys, just finished my run. Was trying to aim for about 5 kilometers. Only managed to reach 3.5. It's so hot out there today, it's nearly 30 degrees. I did a bit of physio in between as well in a park, so I stopped off halfway, did roughly about 1.8, and then physio, and then whatever the remaining was to make 3.5. Absolutely shattered, to be fair. So, surprised I managed it though. I'm definitely ready for some food now, so I think I'm gonna eat now once I go back home. Have a big meal and I'll show you guys what I've got. Okay guys, it is officially time to eat. Just showered, just made some food, some of it left over from yesterday. Just finished the run as well, which you guys have just seen, and I'll show you what I have got. So I've got 3 fried eggs, loads of chicken, cheese. Here's the second meal again, yogurt with nuts, apple, plum, about a banana and a half, and of course a glass of water. So one of the things I've been noticing whilst I've been having these huge meals once a day is that it's actually quite hard to fit all of that food in one sitting, because obviously you would normally split this out over 3 separate meals, and fitting so many calories in one sitting is quite hard, especially if you're not used to it. And I think this is what I've been finding. So after sort of my first big plate of food, I still might have 2 plates left of food. And looking at them, it's a real struggle. Like I have to almost like force it down me a little bit and eat quite slow. So it takes me sort of nearly an hour, I would say, or maybe like 40 minutes to sort of have the food slowly. Because at the same time, I don't want to cause like any indigestion by eating it all really quickly. And I just take my time with it, guys. But that's what I've noticed so far, is that it is quite a struggle to get all that food in one sitting. There wasn't much footage from day number 5, guys. This is pretty much it, because day number 5 was very similar to day number 4. And I always had a very busy day celebrating St. Patrick's Day. However, I did get up very early on day number 6 to resume my physio workouts in the park, which you can see me doing now. Okay guys, so this is day number 6. Apologies that there wasn't much update for day number 5. There really wasn't much change from day number 4, to be honest. I think I've got a video of what I made on day number 5, which was tuna, pasta, loads of veg in there. I think I had like some yogurt and nuts, eggs on the side like I normally do, guys. So you've seen from my other meals what I normally have alongside it. So that's what I had. Yeah, I didn't really say much yesterday. I had a very busy day. We were celebrating for St. Patrick's Day. I've got to be honest with you guys, I also had 2 pints of Guinness and a glass of wine yesterday. So I think, I don't know whether that technically counts as me eating more than once a day. Because to be honest, I've just been sticking to water all day. So I don't think it does, but that's what I had on top. So, you know, a few extra calories later into the evening on day number 5. But in terms of food, no more food. So we are here on day number 6. I'm actually looking forward to finishing this now, as in the challenge, even though it's been really good in terms of like heightening my senses and appreciation for food. And even though I've been eating the same amount, I've struggled to eat all that food in one sitting. I think it has been really beneficial in terms of like weight loss and, you know, cutting fat, which I will discuss more at the end of this video. But yeah, so this is what we've got for day number 6. Again, loads of tuna, sweet corn, peas, carrots, pasta, glass of water. We have my 3 fried eggs, a bit of cheese, and I'll also get some yogurt and nuts as well. Okay guys, we are on the last day of the 1 meal a day eating challenge for 7 days. So it is officially the 7th day, and I am having my final meal, as in my final meal of the challenge, not ever. And I'm looking forward to it. I think overall, it's been a very good challenge. I've learned a lot about food and my how I sort of process food, I think. So it's been interesting from that point of view. But what I'll do now, I'll show you the food that I'm eating. Pretty standard, guys, very similar to the last few days. And then after I show you the food, I'll give you a quick rundown, most likely the day after today, just to give you my thoughts and feelings on the 1 meal a day, or eating once a day. So here's the food, guys. We've got some salmon, bit of tuna left over, pasta, peas, sweet corn, of course the eggs, 3 fried eggs, some cheese there as well. I'm also going to be having some yogurt with some nuts, and then we have also got standard cold glass of water. So that's what we've got for our final meal, guys. Nothing too fancy, keeping it basic, which was one of the point of the challenge, was that if I make food in the evening, then I can make it nice and healthy and simple. So this is what we've got for the final meal, guys. Okay guys, it is now a few days after doing OMAD, and I thought I would give you my final thoughts on the week of me just eating 1 meal a day. So overall, if you go back to the start of the video, you can see that the reasons why I did this were to save time, you know, by only making food once a day. It saves a lot of time rather than making breakfast, lunch and dinner, and to eat healthier. So I chose my time of eating to be in the evening, when I'll finish work, come back to my flat, and then I could actually dedicate some time to making some healthy, proper food. And also to increase my insulin sensitivity. So by keeping insulin high every day, you decrease your sensitivity, your insulin sensitivity. And if you keep your insulin lower, your body then starts to access your body fat as a way to make some energy, rather than having to rely on carbs and sugar that you're eating throughout the day. So it's also really good in terms of trying to lose some body fat, so I was told, and so that's the research that I looked into. And overall, did all those things work? I think they did. I think I did save time during the day by not making 3 meals. And in a way, I didn't actually mind spending a bit more time in the evening making 1 healthy meal. And my meals were definitely healthier. So I tried to stick to single ingredient food. So as you can see in my videos, none of the foods had added chemicals and added sugar in. So it was just like eggs, cheese, chicken, whatever vegetables I had, onions. There was no sort of like added preservatives or anything in there. So most of my food was very, very clean. And I think what that did was actually help satiate me. So I didn't feel hungry after, whereas normally for breakfast and lunch, I normally have quite a a sugary meal, and that's because it's convenience food. I normally get like a sandwich from a shop with a chocolate bar, packet of crisps in the morning, like a bowl of sugary cereal. And I find with really sugary food, you get hungry a lot faster. So in that way it worked. So although I did get hungry, I didn't get as hungry as I thought I would. And I actually managed to do 23 hours each day without any food. I do think I also lost a fair amount of weight as well. Unfortunately, I didn't actually track my weight because I currently don't have scales. But in terms of me looking at myself in the mirror, I think I can see a very small change already just after 7 days. So hopefully this change continues if I eat sensibly. But I think eating 1 meal a day was part of that. And I think cutting out processed foods also played a big part. And also my body accessing my body fat as a form of energy rather than relying on the carbs and sugar that I'm taking in helped me lose a little bit of weight too. However, on a slightly more negative side, I think I lost a little bit of muscle mass too, along with losing weight. And I know that's natural. When you normally lose weight, it also sort of coincides with a slight decrease in muscle mass. But I think what I would do if I was to do this again would eat more protein and cut out my carbs. So I would have a lot more meat in the evenings and still have my carbs, but have far less. And that way my body can still get the protein it needs and sort of hopefully maintain a little bit more muscle. In terms of my energy levels throughout the day, I woke up in the morning quite energetic. As I said before, I felt like sometimes with breakfast I was sort of forcing it down me when I didn't really need it. And I actually found that I had a lot of energy when I woke up in the morning. I bounced out of bed, got in the shower, got ready, went to work. By lunchtime when I was about to have a meal, obviously missed that, and I avoided that sort of post-lunch slump that I normally fall under. So after lunch I normally feel very sleepy for the next sort of 2-3 hours whilst my body's just sort of processing the food. And I didn't have that, so I was sort of just managed to go all the way. And I did have like tea and plenty of tea and water throughout the day, maybe 2 cups of tea, but lots of glasses of water throughout the day. And I think that also just helped me keep me hydrated and keep me energetic all day without the need for food. So by dinner time, I was hungry, and I think I appreciated food a lot more by only eating once a day. And as I said before, my senses felt like they were heightened. So my smell, my taste, even like my vision of food just felt stronger because I didn't have it throughout the day. But when you sort of constantly are around food, you sort of numb yourself to appreciating it. But I think because I ate once a day, I really appreciated my meal at the end of the day. And because it was a healthy meal, it did sort of satisfy me. However, one negative of OMAD is almost in the name. So with 1 meal a day, you're getting all your calories and all your food in one sitting. And I have to say, I can normally eat quite a lot, but having that amount of food in one sitting was quite difficult, even for me. Now, I know some of you are probably watching the video and looking at my meals and thinking you could finish that easy. But for me, I did manage it. I did manage to get all my food down, but it took me like almost sometimes a good hour to just sort of slowly eat my food. So that was one negative of it. And then afterwards I would be feeling very full and I'd have to go for a walk to help sort of digest my food. So that would be a negative of OMAD, I think. That if you can't normally have a lot of food in one sitting, you may struggle with OMAD, fitting all your food in one meal. So going forward, am I going to stick with it? I think for me, although I really enjoyed it, I probably wouldn't stick with it just because I didn't enjoy trying to eat all of that food in one go. However, what I did really enjoy was eating clean, healthy, unprocessed food. So I think I'm going to move to 2 meals a day and still not have anything for breakfast. That way I can sort of keep my energy levels high, have a smaller lunch and a slightly larger dinner. And I think that way, by splitting it over lunch and dinner, I can process the food and eat that food easier rather than trying to force it down me in the evenings. And with my lunch meal going forward, I think I'm going to strip out the sugar. That's hopefully my plan. Touch wood, I can stick to it. So that's my plan, guys. Let me know if you've ever done OMAD and what your results were. Take care, guys. See you again soon.